Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Kay's Hidden Shelf, where we talk about books. Today, I wanted to do a bit of updates, some catch up, some news in the community. I just wanted to put together a little video because I missed all of last week, and I am so sorry about that. It was a bit chaotic, and I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. But I did end up missing Wednesday and Sunday's videos. I do apologize about that. I am going to explain why in just a moment, but today's video is essentially some updates on my end, updates for the channel, as well as some bookish related news, including who's moved on as finalists for SFINCS, some cover reveals, Kickstarters, and you name it. There's a few things going on in today's video that I wanted to share with you because I am excited for them as well. I'm also curious for your input on a video idea that I've been mulling over for a little while. So we're going to cover all of that right now. First, I apologize again for missing the videos last week. My son came down with the gastrovirus, which is not fun for anyone. And of course, I spent the week taking care of him and sanitizing like crazy. Luckily, both my husband and I did not catch it, and our little boy is back to his rambunctious self now, which is great to see. But yes, I spent the week mostly taking care of him and making sure he had everything he needed to get healthy again. And of course, my reading was pretty minimal as a result, which we'll talk about in a moment. The other update that I have for you is probably what you've seen. I chopped all my hair off. I ended up going with a pixie cut and cutting my hair really short. I've always had long hair, and I know this is probably not an update you all care for, but I want to talk about it a little bit as it does lead into the video idea that I was mulling over. And so I've always had long hair. I've had hair down to my butt, and then when I had my son, I cut it up to my shoulders, and obviously now it is quite short. It was jarring, I will be honest, but essentially I've been thinking of cutting my hair this short since early last summer, so about 8 or 9 months, and despite having thought about it for so long, I finally just said I'm going in, I'm gonna get it done. I hadn't had my hair cut by a professional in over 4 years. I've been cutting it at home by myself just to get by, and of course lockdowns and whatnot, but this was a change that I don't think I ever could have been ready for, and I'm still getting used to it. The reason I'm bringing this up is the video that I've been mulling over has to do with a topic that is quite personal to myself and I have not shared with any of you, and it is more related to an invisible illness that I deal with, chronic pain, and whether or not you'd be interested in even hearing about that kind of topic, because it's not a topic that everyone is interested in hearing. I did want to bring it up and ask your input, as this is a topic that is quite close to my heart. Very few people in my own personal life know about it. I've always kept it close to me. I've never really shared anything about this in my life. However, in reading books and seeing characters who are also struggling with whether it's chronic pain, an invisible illness, a disease of some kind, I have found that has been so motivating for me to share more about my own experiences with chronic pain. And really, it comes down to transparency, but also myself as a reader feeling seen. That has been huge in reading about these characters, and seeing authors pull it off so well has been just an incredible experience. And I have thought about putting together a video documenting my own experience reading these kind of characters, how it's changed my view on sharing all of these details, and so on. So I would love your input. Would you be interested in that kind of video, talking about my own personal experiences and how reading has changed my own perspective on sharing that experience with all of you, and why it's been so important to me in my reading? I would just love your feedback. So please leave your comments down below. Is that something you're interested in seeing? And is it something you think would be worthwhile? In terms of my current reading, I am still working through The Blue Flames by Jacqueline Hagan. I am almost 300 pages in. I think I'm around 260, 270 pages. This is a chunker. I think it's about 700 pages. And I haven't made any progress in The Court of Broken Knives by Anna Smith Sparks this past week due to everything that was going on, but I do plan to continue to make progress in that this week as well. Next, let's talk about some author interviews that are going to be coming up on the channel. Now, I currently have author interviews booked into April at the moment, with more being discussed. So let's look at the lineup that you can expect in the coming months. Quite recently, I interviewed J.D. Mitchell on Sunday, so go check out the replay if you are interested in checking that out. He is the author of Springtide Harvest, as well as a story game book called The Citadel of Bureaucracy. Coming up on February 17th, I'll be chatting with Caden Love, followed by S.K. Putt, Ryan Skeffington, Carl Forshaw, Sam Paisley, and Brian Wilson, with quite a few more I have in the background that I'm working out final details and dates with. So make sure that you go and check the live tab in the channel and click on the videos to get that notify me button. If you're interested in watching live, asking these authors your questions, be sure to join in the live chat, or if you do miss it, no worries, the replay will be available afterwards. The next piece of news is something that left me speechless. It made my week. It was just a goal, a dream I never thought I had until it happened. And that is a huge thanks to E C Greaves, who is an author and artist. Now, I've interviewed Ed, and he is just a joy. He's a great person to sit and chat with. If you'd like to watch the interview, I'll leave a link in the description. He is the author of the Vaishivka trilogy, starting with The Daughter of the Beast. He does his own artwork, and he drew a comic of our time chatting in the interview. I absolutely am blown away. He drew a comic of myself and his characters being interviewed. I'm just going to put it on the screen because I think it's amazing. So yes, that absolutely made my week. Definitely go check out Ed's books and the interview. It was such a fun chat. Next is a cover reveal that released on Monday, February 5th, and this is for an upcoming book that is now a highly anticipated read for me. That is Strange and Sundry Magics by Cal Black. I have loved the two books that I've read by Cal so far, and that includes No Land for Heroes as well as Shattered Spirits. The cover illustration is done by Madeline Nooney Barker, and the elevator pitch for this I will read to you because I cannot paraphrase it. It is just too well done. Strange and Sundry Magics is a whimsical adventure fantasy for fans of Howl's Moving Castle, Legends, and Lattes, and the Tiffany Aching series. Ghibli-like magic infuses a world full of memorable characters that both help and hinder our wayward heroes as they learn how to be a different kind of hero. This is an adult fantasy, and the ebook is releasing in May 2024, with the paperback coming in the summer. SFINCS, the Novella Championship, also completed round 2 by outlining their finalists moving forward into round 3, the final round. From Team Booktube, the novellas that have moved forward as finalists include A Sorrow Named Joy by Sarah Chorn, as well as The Collector's Lost Things by Jessica A. McMinn. Congratulations to the authors, and good luck in round 3. Speaking of, in round 3, we have quite the allotment of novellas. I'm just going to share the list with you here because it's already looking like it's going to be a tough call. The Reemergence by Alan K. Dell, Shattered Spirits by Cal Black, Ruins of Smoke by Joao F. Silva, Dark Heart of Immure by Cara N. Delaney, A Wolf in Thieves' Clothing by Lily Ann Crow, Dragon Meat by Angela Board, A Sorrow Named Joy by Sarah Chorn, The Collector's Lost Things by Jessica A. McMinn, Black Cap by Benjamin Averin, We're All Monsters Here by Amy Marsden. Round 3 will be ending sometime in March. Until then, Team Booktube as well as the other teams for SFINCS will be quite busy with their they're reading. And finally, a new Kickstarter has launched for The Crimson Court by Brendan Noble. This is an epic cover with incredible artwork throughout. If you want to go take a look at the Kickstarter, I believe it's already been fully funded, which is incredible. Congrats to the author. I will have a link in the description below if you'd like to go check that out. In addition to The Crimson Court, there will also be a prequel novella available through this Kickstarter called The Amber Dame. Now I want to read you the elevator pitch for this because, again, authors are doing a great job with these and I don't think I can do it any better. This is a dark epic fantasy where flintlock guns, epic fantasy gas lamp technology, and spirits clash amid shadowy bids for power. Revenge is sweet, but at what cost? So this sounds like it's going to be a bit more in the political and intrigue sense of fantasy with some compelling elements. This is one that I do have on my TBR and I hope you check out as well. And that is it for the updates. I hope this is helpful. I hope you found some news that was worthwhile and maybe a new book to add to your TBR. In the meantime, like I said, I'd love your feedback on that video idea. And did you like this video format with some news and updates? Would you want to see something like this again? I always love hearing from you. I know I have a hard time getting back to messages sometimes, so I appreciate your patience, but I always love hearing from you, keeping up with all of your reading and what's going on. It always is fascinating, and I always try to reply as quickly as I can. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care of yourselves.